Ciao Bella, and welcome to another episode of the Godfather Minutes. My name is Alex Robinson.
My name's Andy Robinson.
And together we're here to talk about minute 27.
27.
Of Godfather 2. Just zooming ahead.
Did you say Godfather Part 2?
I said Godfather 2.
Okay, you did.
Not God, so technically I was not correct. But,
I actually would rather you not say it because I was not in the sequel.
Oh, that's true. You weren't.
Yeah, so can we go back and just keep it Godfather?
Okay, well, so minute 27.
Will you be my Godfather?
Only if you invite me over for coffee or...
Alex, repeat after me. E minuto.
Numero
27.
27.
You got it.
Minuto numero 27.
You got it.
All right.
Wow. You sound like Senor, what's the guy's name who kicks out the lady from her apartment because of the dog? Who tries to sound like him?
It's not Ravelli.
No,
I don't know what it
Chico
is.
Marx. Tell us about the minute.
Well, minute number 27. Connie reveals that Michael A is not her father, and that B, she only comes to him because she needs money.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey reveals that A, he thinks Connie is a whore. B, that she should come live with the family.
Mm-hmm.
C, that he doesn't know who this Merle is. He doesn't know this Merle, what he does, or D, what he lives on.
Yeah.
So very.
You sound like multiple choices.
Yeah,
for
sorry.
a second.
It should have been one. It should have been number one.
They all should end with D. All of the above,
or even better, none of the. All of the above, none of the above, some of the above. It's always a fun one. But yeah. A heated conversation between Connie and her older brother.
Brother.
Connie's the youngest of the whole family.
Yeah,
as far as
that's right.
Yeah. So it starts off with Mikey letting us know about her boy Victor.
Yeah. Before we get into this, can I just say
yes? You're rated up top.
No, I'm not going to rate it yet. I'm going to rate it with a D.
Ooh.
So this minute may contain the densest concentration of lines that you and I parrot.
Really?
Think about it.
More so than
Victor getting picked up for petty theft.
But more so,
we
than
never
Frank.
get it right, but we always say that. That's one. I'm saying within 1 minute. That's one we talk about. We say, "'Cause I need money."
Okay.
I at least say that one. We also say, "I don't know Merle. I don't know this Merle. I don't know what he lives on." And there was even another one. I guess kind of.
You fly all over the world with men that treat you like whores.
Yeah, I know.
We always say that one.
We always say. So I'm telling you, I can't think of another minute where there are more independent lines that we.
I was. We'll just go back and check, but I feel like the introduction of Frankie Five Angels. Well, it is kind of spread over 2 minutes.
Spread over, yeah.
But I do feel like it has. Oh no, that was no heart attack. And, and that stuff. But yeah, you're right. That might be spread over 2 minutes.
I mean, you're lucky if you get 2 in 1 minute.
Yeah,
that you will reference forever. I'm talking years. We've been referencing these lines.
We'll have to see if that bears out in the ratings. If it means it gets a higher rating, then
it just might, Alex. So do you want to start with the first part?
It might.
I typed it word for word.
Okay, what you got?
Mikey says, "Yo,
let's break it down.
Let's break it down." Mikey said. By the way, Mikey's delivery in this first half of the minute when he's leaning into Connie.
Yeah,
it's very 1920s. Yeah, he says, "Yo, this boy Victor was picked up in Reno for some petty theft you don't even know about." Yeah, see. It's a great line. So, I don't know if you noticed. Michael says your oldest boy Victor was picked up in Reno for some petty theft. Mm-hmm. He really highlights petty theft. It made me wonder: is it the pettiness of the theft that Michael disapproves of? If it had been a big heist that he had gotten away with, would he be proud? There's a future for you in this business. Hoo ha.
Well, I guess maybe there's some professional like embarrassment, like a Corleone gets arrested for stealing some magazines from a store.
Yeah,
wonder what it was he took.
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, it's petty, so it's small.
And this is the 50s, right?
Yeah. Could be anything, I guess.
Yeah. How old is Connie's oldest boy right now? Do you know?
Well, he was born. I thought I wrote it down. It does not seem like I did, but I did discover that the baby we see being baptized, Victor is already around by that point.
Okay.
So because Victor's the oldest kid. And
oldest kid of Connie's?
Of Connie's.
Yeah. Because Michael already has children by the time Victor's born, right? I'm assuming Michael being older had children first. Well, maybe not.
Connie was pregnant when he was in Sicily, so she had to.
So that was Victor. That's
was
her
Victor,
oldest
yeah.
boy. Wow.
Yeah.
So Victor was present during the whole clean it up scene.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's weird to think about.
It is weird to think about.
No wonder he got picked up for some petty theft in Reno. Is that where all the kids in Lake Tahoe go, like to Reno? I guess so. It's the biggest city.
Yeah. So maybe Michael. I assume that if Victor, if he wanted to be in the crime business, he probably would have went to Michael and said, "Hey, can I get in the business?" But Mikey would have discouraged that because
at this point
he doesn't need more tough guys. He needs more lawyers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So he would not have encouraged him to do so.
Yeah. That's in particular why Mike is really peeved at this. Not only is Connie not around to supervise him and raise him right, but he's a remnant of the old Corleone business, what he doesn't want to get into. And
I'm sure it's embarrassing for him because I'm sure it made the news saying the son, if the nephew of a big crime boss got picked up for some petty theft, I'm sure it would make the newspapers.
Yeah.
We got a lot of friends in the newspapers. They might like a story like that.
Do you think they have people on the newspaper payroll in
Nevada?
Nevada, yeah.
I would assume so. Probably, I would assume that would be like a
standard.
Yeah, like that's one of you want to have a publicity arm in place, especially now that they got a lot of big plans. They're trying to go legit. If that's probably more, they probably even hired like a public relations firm or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's probably. I think it's not kind of what Father Guido Sarducci is in.
Oh, is he
in Godfather 3? I thought he was kind of like the public face of he was the one who was with the award and everything, like saying, "Oh, here's the award." It's a good thing,
Now cut the crap. You think you know better than the Pope?
Like we're some GF3 quotes into it.
I know I said this before. I always think whenever you bring up Father Guido Sarducci, I always think of him as a priest in Godfather 3 because there is a priest there.
It is funny that he's the most famous for playing a priest, and he's in a movie filled with priests, but he's not playing a priest.
Yeah. Wait, I just thought of Victor's Garbage Pail Kid.
Oh, yeah?
It's Victor Corleone, you're busted.
His last name's not Corleone.
Oh, what is it?
It's Risi.
Oh, Risi. that made. How about Victor just out of Ricci, because he went to steal something and he couldn't get it.
Or Victor P. because he's all covered in pee. Peasy.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that's a baptism.
Okay. Oh, would that be the sticker drawing? We have baptism. He's okay.
I would show him in the car. He's in a convertible car that he's stealing. I don't know why I always thought it was a car that he stole.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think that would be a petty theft. It was an old broken down car, but I don't know why I always thought that.
Yeah. Huh.
Anyway, it would be him in a car in a convertible, but the car would be filled up with urine like a bathtub.
Oh man,
that's why he's so mad. Have you seen his garbage pail kid?
Yeah, your oldest boy Victor was submerged in his own urine. You fly around the world with men who use you like garbage pail kids,
like you're some kind of wacky pack. So
anything more about that line?
So your oldest boy Victor got picked up
in Reno for some petty theft you don't even know about.
Well, so first of all, just his name Victor. Is that, do you think, from Carlo's side of the family? Because it's It's like close to Vito, but it's not Vito. You think they would have named their first child after Vito,
especially a masculine child.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know if it's because because Carlo's the father.
Yeah.
The honor goes to
family. I'm going to ask our Latin and Italian scholar Peter Crucci what the naming traditions are in Sicily and in Italy.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Different.
We asked.
We'll answer. All right. What's our next line?
Oh, the next one is great. Is you fly? This is where he really lays into that pre-World War II. You fly around the world with men that don't care for you and use you like a whore. And that's what she says, Michael. She's starting to get all mad.
So also, sorry, one last thing about Victor I just remembered. We do see Victor later on at Mama's funeral, so we'll have to keep our eye open for that.
Ah, okay.
So there was in the Wikipedia mention that you see him at the... He is apparently at the communion somewhere also.
Yeah.
But he also shows up at Mama's funeral. So yes, they treat you like a whore.
You can always pick out Victor because he's wearing the prison outfit, the orange jumpsuit.
You can always tell Victor because he's trying to jimmy open the coin box on the laundry.
The little silk purse. He's always one trying to get away with that. And he's got the ankle bracelet. He's got all those things.
They really are concerned about it.
So you fly around the world with men that don't care for you and use you like a whore.
So is he technically calling her a whore, or is he saying you're like a whore?
I think he's pretty much saying it.
Because he can say, I never said you were a whore. Because they treated you like you were a whore. But that's
a technicality.
Everyone else thinks you're a whore, but I never said that you are a whore. So
you fly around the world with men that don't care for you. So what do they care for, Alex?
Money.
They want the money, right?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Connie's romantic past, I looked into it, and correction. Do we have a correction theme music?
Yeah, we'll insert the sound of the eraser.
Okay.
I don't think erasers make that sound, but that's probably the most cartoon sound.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like almost like you're wiping a glass with like a Windex
go ahead,
rag.
give it to us. Not so easy, huh? That sounded like a Dig Dug dragon.
I'm no Michael Winslow from TV's Police Academy. Connie's second husband is named Ed Federici.
Okay. You and I were speculating about her previous husband. This is the one whose the ink on the divorce is not yet dry.
Yes, this is the in-between Carlo. Apparently, they got married, and it created a bit of a scandal because she did not wait the appropriate time of mourning before getting married again.
Yeah. I thought you were saying because Ed Federici worked for the Tattaglia family.
You mean Barzini?
No. Barzini's dead.
Oh. So
Ed Federici, you have any? What's the skinny
Connie
on him?
frequently made comments about his shortcomings as a lover. It says in the Wikipedia, and after they got divorced, he moved to Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
So, and apparently Connie regretted getting divorced. So, yeah. Anyway. So the ink on her divorce isn't dry.
Yeah.
Her divorce from...
Now, where... You got that from the Godfather Wiki?
Yeah.
Now, where did they get that information from?
I'm going to guess it was maybe in one of the novels or even the video game, or probably one of the novels.
Okay. Is the video game considered canon?
At least in the Godfather Minute Wiki on the internet,
okay.
It is.
All right.
I don't know if that's there's different levels of canon, so it's So
Connie is. So Michael says in the previous minute, the ink on your divorce isn't dry. How long
does it take the ink to dry?
How long should she wait before getting married? It's not like her second husband, Ed Federici, died like Carlo did.
Right. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's more that it's showing a pattern. That last time she didn't wait for the mourning period to be over, and she didn't learn from her mistake, or the ink on her divorce is barely dry, and she's already hopping to another.
Yeah.
So it's more just, I guess, that she's just kind of making reckless decisions as opposed to the legal, the legal aspect of it.
That one line has a lot of criticism in it. You fly around the world with men that don't care for you and use you like a whore. It's also like like not being around to raise her family.
Yeah.
That's the other part. You fly around the world. You're just like wasting time in your life.
Not to mention the carbon footprint of flying all around the
I
world.
know. Michael was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're doing to the environment?
Yeah. One other thing about that line, I don't know if you noticed it. I watched this minute so many times because it's just so great. He says, when he says, you fly around the world with men that don't care for you, very subtly he motions his head to Merle when he says, with men that don't care for you. So he's suggesting that Merle is one of those guys. What do you think of that?
Well, I think because shortly in a minute he I think makes it even more, or at least Coppola. I think because later on she's like, "So what do you come to me for?" And she goes, "I need money." And then Mikey like looks. And you cut to Merle sitting in the chair, all like embarrassed. Yeah. So and Mikey definitely looks at him like he's pretty low. So.
It seems like not a good strategy for Merle to have insisted to stay there.
Well, he wanted a drink or something. What was he supposed to do?
There's a whole lake outside. There's plenty of garden hoses.
You see the line for the garden hose?
I mean, if I'm Merle and I want to help make this thing happen.
Do you think Mikey didn't have any? Is there no like alcohol or something at the? I guess actually, Mike,
definitely.
No, I'm saying, which is funny that we see Merle begging for a drink and Frankie drinking out of a hose and Fredo putting his head in the Lake Tahoe and laughing from it.
No drink. I insist that there are no drinks until this gaming license thing is settled. Hoo-ha.
Insist, don't mention it.
Yeah.
Hoo-ha. So,
I mean, it seems like Merle's the best. If I were Merle, I would have just stayed outside and try to let Connie negotiate this with Michael.
But I wonder if that's like a no-win situation, because if you wait outside, then you're basically like having your woman fight your battle for you. It seems almost more. It seems like if you're a man, you at least sit there and take the insults.
So Mikey would be more. I'm talking about the goal is to get money.
Yeah.
You think Mikey would respect Merle more for being there and insisting to stay there, and is more likely to say, "All right, so I don't know this Merle, but at least he's here and he's advocating for himself."
Yeah, I would say it would.
And
be,
hoo-ha.
It would be maybe he has 5% more respect for Merle that he came into the room as opposed to waiting outside and eating his food and drinking more of Michael's drinks and food and whatever. So
I wish there were some deleted dialogue where Michael lays into Merle too, like you fly around with other women, you use them like whores, you come here and you drink, you're not welcome here. What would be the other things? You wear that bow tie like it's a sign of respect.
I can't even think of anyone else's.
Maybe you call your future mother-in-law mama before the right time. You use your actor's name instead of your character's name.
You present your stage name to me like it's
like we're all supposed to get up and applaud.
I'm surprised that Mikey did not research Merle once. Because clearly he was familiar. He at least saw him at the last party.
Yeah. He didn't meet him.
He didn't meet him. He just saw him.
I think he may have already researched him.
But then how come he doesn't know what he is or how he makes his money? I would think he'd be like, Al Neri found out that that your friend Merle here has been climbing his way through half the Italian princesses in Brooklyn. Hoo-ah!
And the ink on his divorce isn't dry yet either. You fly around with ink and divorce papers, and your son Victor, he's like, Fredo! That's when he has the heart attack. That would be a great GF3 scene. Right before the heart attack, he starts just merging all these previous lines. I wonder if passage on the Queen, Fredo! Victor!
I wonder if Troy Donahue was still alive when they filmed GF3. If they were all like, "Hey, should we bring him back?" Maybe it worked out with Merle.
I think he was occupied filming Revenge or Assault of the Party Nerds.
Assault of the Party. I don't know why assault sounds so like worse than attack.
It does. It just doesn't fit with party nerds.
I guess attack is so, like, if you hear it, he was attacked, you don't know what that literally, like, were they was it attacked with a knife? Was it attacked with, an army or whatever? But assault sounds so, like, just like they got beat up by somebody.
I know, yeah.
I'm sure we made all these same jokes last time we brought this up.
Too, if I saw today a movie that came out now and it was called Attack of the Party Nerds, I would have thought it'd be a cyber attack. Oh. Because they're nerds.
Cyber's tough.
By the way, do you remember Assault of the Party Nerds? We were going to show that in our backyard.
I remember that
summer.
You said you watched a bit of it and you couldn't even.
The preview is just absolutely terrible. Not even in a funny, terrible way. It was like someone took a camcorder over a weekend and just
Troy Donahue
did nothing with it. Yeah.
Anyway. According to Wikipedia, he was still alive at the time of GF3.
Did they ask him? Did they? Huh? Did they?
No word. He died September 2nd, 2001. So just before the world ended.
Whoa, just before the world cracked.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what else? So what other lines we have from? He says,
maybe that's the sorry, and I don't know if this is too soon. That's 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Al Qaeda was waiting. That was the trigger to.
That was the signal.
That was the signal to activate those cells. Right? It's like Troy Donahue is dead now. Because he flies around
Project
the world.
Merle.
In Project Merle, because he also flew around the world. Anyway.
You fly around the world making deals with the local warlords.
And it makes sense. Michael says, "I don't know this Merle. I don't know how he makes a living.
I don't know what extremist religious beliefs he might or might not have."
And the wet ink on the divorce papers represent oil.
Blood for oil.
Like, this is now our political cartoon.
That's it. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. So what would it be? Merle?
It'd be Merle and Connie. So this minute doesn't yet conclude this conversation.
No, it ends with him saying, "I don't know who he is or what he lives on." That's the last line.
Yeah, that's the last line. Oh,
so the political cartoon would be a picture of Osama bin Laden holding a picture of Troy Donahue with a single tear going down his face.
Oh,
and then he would with his other hand he'd be pressing the button that would say, like, begin terrorist attack against America.
Yes. You just missed it.
Oh, damn. I just missed it.
With the picture of Troy Donahue, it would say Troy Donahue, but it would be signed Merle. What's his real name? Merle Johnson? That's his real name.
Yeah,
so he signs it Merle Johnson, but the glossy says Troy Donahue.
Never forget.
At that other layer. Then OPEC is represented in the tiers. The only thing I have is that this is a big change for Connie.
Well, so she says, "I need for money."
Yeah, because I need money. Because he said, "Then why do you?" Oh, we didn't even say it. She said, "Michael, you're not my father."
Yeah.
And he said, "So why do you come to me then?" "Because I need money."
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, this is a great exchange.
Would Connie? I think we might have mentioned this a couple of weeks ago when Merle first came on the scene, but maybe our opinions have changed. Do you think she would have married Merle and Ed Federici if her father was still alive?
Oh, would Don Vito had approved? Would he have approved of that?
Well, also I can't help but think that Connie is kind of spiraling. Her wild years also has to do with the death of her father as well.
Yeah.
Because she's clearly looking for some kind of substitute for the male presence in her life.
Yeah.
Of course, if Vito was still alive, would he have ordered Carlo killed?
Yeah, you and I come back to that all the time, and it's really hard to say.
That's tough.
I don't think he would have.
You don't want a rat in the house.
He betrayed them. We think he betrayed them. Oh, he definitely did. He admits to it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did admit to it.
Also, speaking of which, when he Mikey he's taking a two-pronged approach to breaking Connie. He's calling her a whore, but then he's also saying, "Why don't you come live with us? Mm-hmm. We'll have children. You'll have everything you need."
That's next minute, isn't it?
No, I think it was in this one. He says he wants her to come live with the family.
That's this minute?
I think so.
Okay. I thought it just ends with him saying, I want to be reasonable with you. Let's be reasonable. Or Connie, I want to be reasonable with you. I don't know this Merle. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he lives on. And then
I thought it was before that he said he wanted her. Do we want to rewatch the minute? Lino? Fly?
I was walking around back there.
I want to be reasonable with you. Now, why don't you stay with us for the family? Mm-hmm. You can live here on the estate with your kids. You won't be deprived of anything. You can have everything you want. I don't know this Merle. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he lives on.
I don't know this Merle.
All right, we just rewatched it, and yes, Michael does make the offer to Connie to stay. What a great minute to stay on the compound with her children.
Yeah, and she'll be provided for some reason. And when we were just talking about Carlo, this scene reminds me of him trying to get Carlo. I mean, he's like, you can come live with us. We can take care of your children. Just don't tell me you're innocent. It almost seems like she's gonna be like, okay, and then that's gonna be the sign that she should be killed. So
just don't tell me you'll fly around the world with him.
Don't tell me you're not a whore. Okay, that'll wrap up the first part of minute number 27. If you want to hear the rest, go to godfatherminute.com/support. Become a Patreon subscriber. Still haven't done that commentary yet. We got to do it.
Yeah, we're going to do it soon.
And so godfatherminute.com/support, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.